Okay, so today we're going to talk about a tangram and how you can use it to work on doing more problem solving within your classroom. So this is what it originally looks like. You can easily just make one yourself out of any color paper that you want to. And I'm going to walk you through a process. So after you have it, then the next thing to do is you're going to cut it apart so that you have each one of those individual shapes. So you should have 7 shapes once you have it cut apart. Then what you go ahead and have your students do is their job is to take these pieces of paper. They need to use all 7 of the pieces and create something. Okay, so they can create anything that they want when they're working with these 7 sheets of paper. So here is an example of this guy. And then what I like to have them do is take it a step further and do the 6-word story exercise, which I will also link to below this video. So a 6-word story, really simply the rules for that are students are going to write a story in relation to what they created, and they have to use exactly 6 words, so no more, no less. So the story written with this particular example, the hungry turtle ate a cracker. You may also be asking if there are rules about all the shapes having to touch each other. You can decide that or not. I decided for this round that that wasn't going to be a rule, that they needed to all relate and work together, but they didn't have to be touching if they didn't want them to be. So that's a decision that you can make. So that's where students were able to have this kind of floating piece that was like a cracker. So the next step after students have made one, written a 6-word story, then they're going to go ahead, I have them photograph it. So they're going to take a quick snapshot. Maybe it's with their phone, maybe it's with your iPad, whatever you have in your room to photograph the pieces. Then they're going to re-scramble their shape, so that's gone. And now they're going to go trade with somebody else in the classroom. So they're going to trade 6-word stories with each other. Okay, so now another student in the room just gets the slip of paper that says the hungry turtle ate a cracker. Now what their job is to take that 6-word story and create something out of the shapes that they feel represents the story. So this could then be a student's response. Now you can see the two are similar, but they're not the same thing. And then it can be fun for students to compare what is similar, what is different, kind of talk about their process. But it's a way to take the first idea of just creating something, add some writing in to help the student really reflect on what they were actually creating, and then have them doing some interacting with their classmates. And it's also presenting the problem in more than one way. So some students are going to find the initial, just the shapes, to be really fun and that freedom to be exciting, and some are going to find that to be kind of stressful, almost like there's too much freedom. And then some of those students are going to really appreciate the starting off point of the 6-word story that's giving them some more specific guidance. So it's a little bit of going back and forth and helping different students to work in a variety of ways. So I hope that you find this helpful, use it in your classroom, and let me know how it goes for you.